Well, I know you don't have a lot of time, so I will just get right to it. We're here to talk about holiday entertaining tips. What is your best tip to ensure that when you're planning a party or a gathering, everything goes as smoothly as possible?
Well, I guess my overarching suggestion for people is to plan ahead a little bit. Don't overdo it. Don't try to make it too fancy or too formal. You know, it's not like we need to impress our family and friends. Is it? Maybe it is. For some people, maybe it is. But I think, you know, every once in a while, my partner and I will be walking around and we'll run into somebody like Bobby Flay or Mario Batali, and he'll say, hey, my partner will say, hey, Bobby, you should come over for dinner. And I'm like, what would I do if I had to cook dinner for somebody with that kind of a pedigree? I would probably make a pot of chili and bake a loaf of bread. Because I know I'm in a similar position, although I'm not the chef that Bobby Flay is by any stretch, but I know that what I want is something delicious. I don't care if it costs $500 or if it's, you know, I've had expensive food, I've had fancy food. What I want is food that tastes great. And that's really what matters for the holidays, I think. That and the fact that the whole point is to get together with family and friends. Not that you should be having to impress them. If you do have to impress them, you should get new family and friends, I think.
Okay, so speaking of food, if you know you're going to have guests who, say, might have some dietary restrictions or who are vegetarian or vegan, but you also know you're going to have guests who just love red meat or carbs or something of that nature, how do you plan for both of that? What are some of your favorite snacks so that you can accommodate everybody at your party?
Well, first off, I think as the host, it's your job to make sure that everybody has something special to eat and drink. I have friends who don't drink. I really dislike it when I'm with those friends and all they get offered is a diet soda or a water when everyone else is drinking artisanal cocktails with fresh herbs in them. It just seems rude. And I think that's true with vegans or meat lovers or carbophobes as well. One step that I take whenever I'm inviting somebody new to dinner is to ask them about that stuff. You know, are you a vegan? Is there anything you're allergic to? You know, like they ask you in restaurants, or that they should. You know, I don't think I can offer you just one specific sort of snack that would cater to all those different needs. Although, well, let's think about it for a second. If you're a vegan, if one person's a vegan and another person really loves sort of juicy, meaty things, maybe try to sort of work around the problem and do something with mushrooms, which is both vegan and meaty, you know? Marinated in something, maybe in a vinaigrette, like a balsamic vinaigrette. And to top it off, you could grill it, so you get that grilled flavor as well. But I do try to, or, you know what? Have a separate party for the vegans and a separate party for the meat lovers. Or just get rid of your vegetarian friends entirely. That would be another option. I'm kidding.
Sounds
I'm
good.
kidding. You know what? I actually really like it when people with a dietary focus are coming over. If someone is a celiac and can't eat gluten, or if they're a veg, or whatever it is, or if they're kosher. Well, I can't help you with kosher because I only have one kitchen, but it gives, as a cook, that gives me a focus. And it might lead me into cooking something that I don't normally cook. So I actually think it's an opportunity, not a problem.
Okay, and for this upcoming fall season, what are some of your favorite, flavorful combinations, either food or drink? Like, what do you think are the tastes or spices or flavors that people have to try this season?
Well, you know, I have to tell you about one that Nespresso taught me today, which is a coffee drink that also has flavors of apple and ginger and maple in it. It's perfect for the holidays. So part of the reason that I'm with you today is to introduce Nespresso's newest machine, the Latissima Plus. And this machine is beautiful, fast, quiet, makes really terrific coffee, espresso, cappuccino. Cappuccino at the touch of one button, okay? So this drink, you take a cappuccino cup, you put an herb tea bag, an apple ginger herbal tea bag in the bottom of the cup, and a couple teaspoons of maple syrup. And then you push the cappuccino button, which is right here. And the coffee just sort of infuses with the apple and ginger flavors, and then the machine automatically puts a luxurious frothy foam on the top of it, and the house fills with this aroma. You can custom make this drink, each cup, to exactly the tastes of your guests. Doesn't that sound great?
It does. That actually sounds fantastic.
And it's also original. Nespresso's chefs in Switzerland developed this recipe and lots of other really wonderful drink recipes, and I think it's something that people are really going to enjoy. I want to go make one of these now. I'm in Boston right now. It's a little frosty outside, and a drink like that just sounds so warming.